Solitude is never secure. It has no security. Right? Isolation can never be, can only be insecure. The individual can only be always insecure. For him there is no security. Come on, sir.
I think, you see, since the individual is actually dependent on everybody.
Of course.
And he pretends he's not, he's actually very insecure, that's clear.
So when there is the realization that the individual can never be secure, can never have protection, safety, certainty, when one realizes that, and that the world is me and me is the world, in that there is tremendous sense of security. I wonder if you, because there is no
I think maybe we should try to, that is perhaps not entirely obvious.
What's that?
That may not be entirely obvious.
Yes, let's go into it.
I mean, I think that first of all, one may think of his material security, that he needs money
so
or he needs
even
help.
material security is becoming almost impossible, right? The individual security means I am British, my interests are British, my safety lies in Britain, in this island, my security lies in opposing others, and so this division is bringing greater and greater insecurity to what I wanted security as an individual is being destroyed. I wonder.
Suppose now that several of us see this, and we still feel that the others don't see it, and therefore they may make us insecure.
What's up?
I don't know if I made myself clear. Several of us may see this together, but the world, we're surrounded by a lot of people in the world who don't see it, and they
what shall I
still
do?
make us insecure.
That's it. World around me, as Dr. Bong points out, is thinking security lies in isolation.
But they may attack us, nevertheless, even though we see the point.
What?
They may do something to us.
Yes, they see that. And you and I may see in the individual, separateness doesn't bring security. So they are going to do something to us.
That's then we see danger. Huh?
We can't do anything to them because there are too many of them. Right? What shall I do? Come on, so meet me. Look, you are all individualists and your separateness. And there is one person who says that's all wrong. You can't live that way. What are you going to do to that man? He's a danger to you, right?
Right.
Go and tell that to the communists or to Mao or not Mao. to who? Yes, Arafat. They'll kill you. You see what's happened? Either they kill you or put you on a pedestal saying he's marvelous, he's a freak, forget him. Right? That's what we're going to do. You either worship him or throttle him. So if if there was a great many people, a group of us, felt this thing absolutely, you understand what it would mean?
I don't understand what that would mean.
What's the difficulty, sir? As we explained, if you are one person amongst many who think differently, who act differently, who live differently, they either kill you or say, he is God. Put you on a pedestal and forget you. Forget you in the sense, you're God and we'll worship, put a candle around you, but we carry on.
But would things change even if there were
Wait,
50?
watch it. Watch it, sir. Are you like that?
No.
No.
That's a sincere answer.
Huh?
That's a sincere answer.
What is the answer to my question? Are you like the rest of the world? Or, sorry, no, you understand?
Now I do.
Are you like that? What would happen if many of us did that? Many of us realize there is no security in isolation. Either the family or individual, there is no security in separation. Gosh, talk to the politicians, they'll throw you out. And talk to the Pope, who is 700 million people are separate. So what will you do? See, that's what. Go on, sir. Investigate, find out. Fortunately, when you are talking like this, they really don't hear you, right? You understand, sir? You understand what I'm saying?
They. Could you be more specific on
They, the politicians,
I see.
the establishment, the police, the immigration people. I go through that. The immigration people, none of them listen to you, fortunately. Because they're so enclosed in them, they don't. So what will you do? Come on, so what will you do?
No, this is not this doesn't tell you what you will do, but it removes the lines on which you did things before. So you can't say you will do this or that.
No. Do you realize, as a human being representing of all mankind in essence, an integral part of mankind, when you see isolation is the most destructive way of living, right? What is happening in your relationship with the world, with your wife or with your neighbor? Come on, sirs.
A certain clarification takes place.
Huh?
A certain clarification takes place.
I'm married. I've got a girlfriend. And I see isolation as the most appalling way of living. Death. And she doesn't realize it. Right? Face it, sirs. What shall I do? I realize it. My wife says, nonsense. Right? What is my action? What am I to do? What's my responsibility?
I must change.
Huh?
I must change.
My wife says nonsense. Be British, be etc., etc., Catholic or whatever you want, because he's entrenched, bound to that. What am I to do? What's my relationship with her? Apparently you don't face all this.
Sir, out of love in my heart, sir.
What, sir?
Out of love, the action of the love will be talking to.
I can't hear.
Sorry.
Somebody, could you explain what?
He says if he has love in his heart, he'll talk to her.
He
He will talk to her with the love that he has in his heart.
I have talked to her and she said, go to hell.
You're not talking, sir. The way you do.
But sir, you are not facing the thing. She lives an individual life. She wants that. It's in her blood, it's her education, her conditioning, all that. And I see the truth that individuality is the most terrible thing in action. I love. What happens to my relationship to her? I can talk to her till doomsday. No, but find.
What do you want to do?
We're going to find out what to do. Don't say there is nothing to do. I will divorce. I will do something. What? Let's go into it for a minute.
Unless she is prepared to change, what can you do?
That's what she's not prepared to change. Look, are you prepared to change?
That's the question.
God's sake, you're my wife and my husband. Are you prepared to change? Eccola.
Fortunately, there's no attachment to her.
No, sir, look what is happening now. You're my wife and my husband. We are in that relationship. What is your action? What is my action?
If you have love in your heart,
Huh?
if you have love in your heart, sir, you have a
Sir,
relationship.
I have love in my heart. I don't question it. I know what love is.
You have a relationship.
Unfortunately, I have you, my wife, my husband. What am I to do? You.
I keep on talking, sir.
What? What?
He says I keep on talking.
I think there's nothing to do. The person, the wife or the husband, either comes to you trying to understand you, or if she or he cannot, she leaves. There's nothing you can do. You cannot change the mind of another person, can you?
I live in the same house, share the same bedroom. Don't fool yourself.
The fact is, we have no relationship.
You are my wives and my husbands. What is my relationship with you?
Maybe only nominally.
Huh?
Nominally, only maybe in name, and no more. Maybe our communication stops at "How are you today? It's a lovely day." Maybe that's as far as we can go. I mean,
Is that all?
maybe. But if it is, we shouldn't run away from
So
it.
look at it between you and me. What's happening?
Well, isn't there, sir, a feeling of compassion then because
You
you
don't.
see they cannot
So
do
put
anything?
yourself in this position. You are my wife or my husband. You and I. We have a relationship. Sex and children, perhaps. I hope not. Then what is our action? Look, put yourself here. You are, sir.
Your reaction is one of love.
Do you know what's going to happen? You may love, have that, or I won't call it love, you may have lost your individuality. I haven't. So what happens? I leave you. At the end of talking, you are going to do exactly the same thing now.
Exactly. But if that's the way it is, why should we create another image to which we should attach
You see, sir, you're missing the point. The man who has lost his individuality, you're going to drive him out. Yes, sir.
Unless I see the urgency of change,
But
I can't have the relationship with you, can I?
You haven't.
This is an impossible question.
No, sir, you're not facing it.
I look and I would simply be at a loss to know what to do. And out of...
We have talked for the fifth morning. This is the fifth morning we have talked. We have gone into it very, very deeply. And you have really lost individuality because you have seen the consequences of it. You have an insight into it. And so you have wiped it away. And I haven't. So what takes place? I drive you out of the house, which is what you're going to do here when you leave.